Hey friends, happy Thursday. Popping in, I'm doing some laundry today. And you guys know I'm enrolled at Trinity School of Natural Health, and we've been learning all kinds of fun things. This last week has been about non-toxic cleaning. And I've been with Young Living for 7 years. We do a whole lot of non-toxic cleaning stuff, but I picked up on some things that I'm like, I've got to share this with you because it's going to be easy on your budget. It's going to be something that you can get anywhere, and it's going to help save you from a lot of maybe the things that you're dealing with. I know friends who have difficulty breathing, asthma, allergies, skin issues, and when they trace it back, it's really related to some of the toxic ingredients in your laundry detergent. So we're wearing our clothes, we're sleeping in our sheets, we're drying off on towels. And it's really important that you look at some of those things. Through our class this week, through our lecture, we were talking about how your commercial liquid detergents, there's about 70% of that is just water. And then the fragrance that's in that, there's so many hidden ingredients, you guys, and I don't want to get on a soapbox about that. But just check your ingredients. If you're experiencing asthma, allergies, skin issues, headaches, migraines, those kinds of things, look at the ingredients in your laundry products. Okay, I promise you, if you just switch over to some of these hacks, for a couple of weeks, you might see that you are breathing better, that you have better skin, that you are not experiencing headaches. I mean, there's a lot of things. Okay, so I'm going to turn my camera around. I'm going to show you some of these things that I've been using, but I'm also incorporating. And believe it or not, my homework this week at Trinity was to do a load of laundry. And so I'll share with you what my results were on that. So this is my washer, and I have a load of just dark and gray clothes. I'm going to just pump what I normally do, and that is 3 to 4 pumps of this Thieves laundry soap. And I'll share with you in a minute how that works. I'm going to turn this on once I get going once I get done with this video, because I don't want that to drown us out. Okay, so first and foremost, this is what I've been using for a long time. This is Thieves laundry soap. It's by Young Living. It is super concentrated. When you pour it out into this little cup, if you're just going to use it straight, you only need like a nickel's worth, like barely covering the bottom of that cap. But we don't use it straight. What we do is we take one bottle like this and we divide it into 3 bottles like this. And we are able to get that one bottle to last months and months and months and months. So I did this probably 6 or 8 weeks ago, and this is all I've used. And we've been doing lots of laundry. Okay, so what we do is we divide this bottle in thirds. We put a third in each one of these. These are available on Amazon. You get them in a pack of 3. They're super affordable. And then I will put a cap full of Thieves Household Cleaner Concentrate into each one of these. Sometimes I add a little bit of essential oil. I like purification for odors. But sometimes I forget, and it's okay because Thieves smells great anyway. Then I'll put distilled water in there and then just let it shake up, and I get 3 huge bottles. Now these labels I've been saving, and I've just been literally carefully pulling them off of the Thieves bottles and putting it right onto these. So you can see like it doesn't stick great, but it sticks well enough for me to know what's in those bottles. Now, let's talk about what we talked about in homework. All right, so white vinegar. Give me a little emoji if you already use white vinegar for lots of things around the house. This is my small bottle I keep in the kitchen, but I have gallons and gallons in the basement in our storeroom. So white vinegar is a great go-to for all kinds of things clean. You can put a couple of tablespoons of this in your Keurig pot and run it through your coffee pot several times to clean out that water tank. It's a great stain fighter. You can clean and disinfect your cutting boards with it. I'm going to give you a list after we're done with this video so that you can see. But if you want to know even more, Reader's Digest has on their website 150 uses of white vinegar. It's a great thing to maybe download, print out, and have for future use, okay? So yesterday I took a cup of white vinegar instead of my Thieves laundry soap. I did a cup of white vinegar in my stainless steel cup, of course. And I did about 3/4 of a cup of kosher salt. Now, this was the new thing for me. We keep this around because my husband is an amazing chef on the outdoor smoker, and he brines whatever he's going to smoke. And he uses this coarse kosher salt in his brine recipe. But I took about 3/4 of a cup of this, and I added it to the laundry with the cup of vinegar. I did a load of towels. This was my test because do you ever have like towels around your house that are crunchy feeling? They're scratchy on your skin. Because sometimes when you stop using the commercial fabric softeners, you do end up with laundry that is not as soft as if you did use the chemicals, right? So I have a few towels that were just kind of scratchy on my skin. And I wanted to test the kosher salt softening idea, and it really worked. So yesterday when I did probably 6 towels, a few hand towels, I put in one of Paul's just t-shirts that he wears around the house. It had some pit stains on it. Put all this stuff in the laundry. I let it sit in hot water with the vinegar and the kosher salt. I added a drop of jasmine and a drop of ylang ylang to it because my instructor, Miss Judy, she likes those two together. So I thought, well, I'll just try that. And the laundry smelled fantastic. It wasn't overbearing. It didn't smell perfumed. It didn't smell like flowers. But when I took it from the laundry to the dryer, from the washer to the dryer, it smelled clean. It felt softer. And then I put it in the dryer with my dryer balls, which we've been using for a while. These just all natural wool dryer balls. We put oils right on the dryer balls. I'll show you a couple other tricks on that, but I put it in the laundry in the dryer as normal. When they came out, they were visibly, and I could feel the softness in them. So I was really impressed with that. I think I would soak them a little bit longer, and I think maybe it takes a little bit to get some of that residue out of those towels, because sometimes that crunchy, scratchy feeling is really just residue, chemical residue from when we used to use the junk, okay? So if you're feeling that and you need to strip your towels, your sheets, your clothes with some of that, the vinegar, the salt, and even adding baking soda can help strip all those residual chemicals out of your laundry. So let's go back over here. So those were the 2 ingredients, and I put a couple of drops of oil into the salt before I poured it into the wash. Now, let's look at the dryer options. Oh, here's a couple more options. If you're stain fighting, hydrogen peroxide. This is 3%. It'll help get protein stains out of clothing. So like blood, things that from the kitchen. This will help get stains out. And then baking soda. Baking soda is a great all-natural stain reliever. It's great for deodorizing. All kinds of recipes out there on that. And I'll come back with some good ideas on using peroxide, baking soda, salt, vinegar. I'll give you a list. How about that? Okay, so over here, let me show you some things. I love lavender and spearmint together. These two smell like a day spa to me. And so if you put a couple of drops of lavender and a couple of drops of spearmint on your dryer balls, you don't have to do this every time. You can put it on there about every 8th to 10th load and then freshen them up. So a couple of drops goes a long way. Now, I also love lemon, but let me give you a little warning. Lemon and citrus essential oils are from the rind, and so sometimes they can deposit and leave some stains or marks on your clothing. So when you're using citrus oils, I recommend that you add them and dilute them into something like this. This is my room spray. All kind of fun fragrances in here with water and witch hazel. I'm literally just spritzing my dryer balls and then throw them into the dryer with the laundry, and then they're ready to disperse all that fragrance. Oh, it smells so good in here right now. Also, if you like a blend and you don't want to do like lavender and spearmint each time, you can mix them up in a dropper bottle and then just open the dropper bottle, and then you have your blend ready to go. So I brought in some things. Pine and lemon are great together. Those are those traditional smells that we're used to, experiencing when we've been cleaning, because, all of your commercial cleaners seem to have like a lemon or a pine scent. These are all natural, so it's not going to be chemical fragrances. My friend Connie, she loves sage with her lavender, and she said it smells great. Sage is also a great oil for just diffusing and helping keeping your air clean. Lemongrass. Lots of people love lemongrass. This little guy is only $11 a member price, and so it goes a long way. There's 300 drops in here. So do the math. I mean, that is super affordable to use 1 drop of lemongrass on your dryer balls to do 10 loads of laundry. Amazing. All right. Rosemary. It's like sage. These herbal oils are really awesome in cleaning and helping things smell really good. I mentioned this before, but purification is worth mentioning again. It's a blend of essential oils, and it is great for odors. So those of you like us who have cats, you have a dog, you have dog beds, you have all the things in your house that kind of carry a little odor. Morgan, being an athlete, her knee pads from volleyball, her ankle braces. I don't know what I would do without my purification, because it's literally like the lifesaver. It gets all those odors that just don't seem to get out of laundry when you wash them. I love to take the baking soda. What I usually save one of those canisters that spices come in, and I put a lot of baking soda in it, and then I'll put maybe 10 or 15 drops of purification and shake it all up. And then that is my odor eliminator for our litter box for Miss Maddie. I mean, Matilda is, she loves her litter box. She's very good. She's trained to it. But if you don't do something about that litter, it will stink your house up. If you walk in my house, you wouldn't know I have a cat, except for all the cat hair, the little white puffs of cat hair, because she's a Persian, are everywhere. I try to keep that cleaned up, but the smells are not there. Be careful when you're shopping for cat litter. Because most cat litter is scented with junk like Febreze and chemicals that, could lead to that allergy, asthma, headaches, those symptoms, right? So baking soda, purification, add it to your litter box, and you don't have to worry about the odors. So I'm going to wrap it up here and finish my laundry, finish my chores for the day. But I just wanted to share this with you because anybody can access vinegar. Anybody can access kosher salt, baking soda, hydrogen peroxide. These things are pennies on the dollar, okay? But consider adding your oils to it. Miss Judy, our instructor at Trinity, she takes her vinegar, and she's a gardener, so she grows herbal plants for her kitchen, and she will take herbs from her garden and macerate them, which means just mash them up like in a mortar and pestle. So she mashes them up and she adds them to her vinegar, lets it sit for about a week in like a mason jar, and then measures that out, and that's her laundry or her cleaning vinegar, and it smells amazing. So if you don't have oils and you're growing herbs, try that. If you don't, if you're not growing herbs and you have oils, try that. Now let me just add this too. I only use Young Living essential oils because they're pure. We want to stay away from the synthetic fragrances. And I know that you can buy oils just about anywhere out there, but those are not always real natural oils. A lot of them are just 100% synthetic, but they put, say, 100% lavender on the outside of the bottle, and they trick you into buying it. One way to know if it's fake or real is the price. You will not be able to get real lavender for $5.95 a bottle. It's just not going to happen, okay? So be careful of that. Also, if there's an expiration date on the bottle, it's probably not real. There's no expiration date on this lavender. So a couple of tips for you on using your oils in the laundry room, using these tried and true, centuries old, old wives hacks, I guess you could call it. But sharing with you some of the things I'm learning in our holistic health classes. And I want to pass it on to you because now more than ever, we need to save money. We need to boost our immune system, and we need to take care of our body in a proactive way. We need to stop with all this environmental toxins, and we need to do things on our own. Okay, so y'all have a great day. Be watching for me to update the top of this post with a bunch of tips and hacks for you. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.